Davis, he's scheduled to be executed shortly on the 21st.
Yes.
You know, his cause has been rallied for so long despite mounting evidence that he is possibly innocent.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about, you put out a statement today, tell us a little bit about your thoughts and the role that SCLC plays on that issue.
It's a real travesty of justice, I think, for what's happening to Troy Davis. At the very least, there is serious doubt here. You know, our legal standard is beyond reasonable doubt. There's certainly reasonable doubt here, even if you're not sure whether or not he committed the crime or played a role in the crime. There is reasonable doubt. So one, it's a travesty of our principle of justice. Two, you know, once again, we've got someone possibly about to lose their lives who really did not have the resources to adequately defend themselves. Some people might not understand that. Unfortunately for Troy, it was not until he got to the point of being executed that the world kind of focused in and the resources kind of came forth. But unfortunately, the way our justice system works, it's hard to change course, and that bothers me because we've seen now, especially with the development of the new technologies in terms of DNA, we've seen so many people who were about to be executed released. Right. I mean, from jail. Not sentences commuted to a life sentence, but totally released because they were totally innocent. That they had nothing to do with the crime. And so, unfortunately, we're going to keep praying. We're going to keep doing what we can. I believe, though, unfortunately, we're probably at the end of the road as far as Troy Davis is concerned. We currently live in a state, unlike other states. I admire, for instance, and I cannot even remember his name now, but the former governor of Illinois, who's just stopped the process completely. And said, we're not executing anybody else because we've got to rethink and relook at the whole process. Unfortunately, we've got a governor who apparently does not have the conscience to stand up. You know, like I said earlier, unfortunately, we're living in a climate now where people are actually cheering this type of stuff on. I mean, the same people who are proclaimed to be pro-life, who will almost take your life in order to prevent you from getting an abortion. These same individuals are the ones leading the wolf pack to execute this guy. So to answer your question, I think how we try to attack this is attacking the issue itself. Trying to convince our policymakers that, look, I personally don't believe in the death penalty, and my family has proven that. My grandmother was shot in church while she was praying the Lord's Prayer. The guy was caught immediately and was convicted and sentenced to death. We intervened to stop that. So I mean, I have a track record on this, and it is close to my heart. But even if you don't feel like I feel, policymakers have to look at the fact that life is sacred, and we really need to be really, really sure before we attempt to play God and take someone else's life. So we need to really re-look at what we're doing, and we have the technology to do that now. Especially with the advances in investigative techniques and the DNA procedures. So that's how we're going to attack this. Hopefully it won't be in memory of Troy Davis, but he certainly will be our incentive, and he certainly will give us the fuel to continue to fight this effort until we get meanboul change.
Right, and you are appealing to the governor. You're still appealing to
the governor, to the board of pardons and paroles, and still praying that somehow this situation can be righted.
And today